I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we are, the MMA leader back in London, England. It's amazing to think back to UFC 75 when the UFC first came to the UK. Now you're talking about 25 shows in the United Kingdom, but few markets as rabid about mixed martial arts as London is.
And the moment you saw guys like Michael Bisping start to fight in the UFC, he seemed as though he was alone. Now there are a number of English fighters with dreams of headlining this arena.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good to me.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you watch the opponent. He's walking gingerly on his leg. And one big tell that you're starting to really do well with your leg kicks is when your opponent starts to switch stances.
Right.
Watch for a stance switch very soon. Nice kick.
Well, the champ Volkanovski continues to keep his opponent guessing here tonight. You lower the guard, and he goes upstairs and was able to land the right hand there.
Landed that beautiful right hand. But if you start thinking leg kick, if you start thinking right hand, Alexander Volkanovski will change levels, explode into you. And when he gets his hands locked, you're going for a ride. This guy's a full-on mixed martial arts fighter. Oh, wow, those leg kicks are already taking effect. Nice kick.
Oh, hook to the head by Lee.
You gotta dig deep here.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Strong defense there to block the shot. Nice instincts.
Powerful leg kick land. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Goes to the body there.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming. That is, oh man, this dude is good.
Oh, and there is the kick. That one checked by Volko. Oh, nice straight left there. He is all about that left kick to the body.
Oh, big punch lands.
Slips the shot, and both guys really throwing with authority. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, combination lands, and it seemed like almost every strike found the target there.
He's so accurate when he decides to attack. It is a sight to behold.
Lunges forward with a left there.
Hands higher, hands higher.
Beautiful kick. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Down the middle, down the middle.
Nice punch there by Lee. Oh, and another leg kick lands flush. And the best fighters in the world are those who make adjustments. He hasn't made many so far.
Yes, he needs to make adjustments. So, one thing you can do is close the distance. Don't give him space to leg kick you over and over again. Get close, fight from the clinch, take that leg kick away, by managing the distance.
He blocks the punch.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Tags him with the overhand. Oh, caught him with a head kick. That at least partially landed.
Oh my goodness, he got kicked in the head and he's still standing.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lí. All right, he lands a hook there, DC. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
When you throw a hook, it can go around the guard of your opponent. He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh, well, that was a crazy round. I don't know if he should laud the chin of his opponent or give him the credit for landing head kick after head kick.
When the head kicks land this often on the video game, it's because player one understands the game much better than player two. Tell your friend how to play the game, teach him how to block, or teach him how to throw the head kick too.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great timing to land that punch. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in the fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
John, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good to be kicked like that.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Effective punch there by Lí. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into the strike.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks. Leg kick. Nice punch lands over the top.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Finish with the high kick.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Oh, tags him with that uppercut. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Great punch. What does he follow that uppercut with next time he lands it so effectively?
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move. Let's recompose. Stay focused.
Oh, and he lands a knee to the body now, DC. Talk to us about that strike.
They suck so bad, especially when you're going forward. You walk full speed to a knee to the body. It could in the night. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Just missed with the left there.
Real quick leg kick. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Man, that hurts to watch as he lands another strike to his opponent's liver. He has continued to target that area after landing that huge liver shot earlier in the fight.
There it is. There it is.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick. Punch over the top.
Connects with a right hand, pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
Good job keeping that head off the center line, slips to avoid the right hand. Oh, nice left hook there from Volkanovski.
Volkanovski is such a phenomenal fighter. I believe his confidence is what truly carries him to be so spectacular, to be so successful. He believes with every part of himself that he is the absolute best fighter in the world.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Just misses there with the left. 20 seconds left.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. Watch the ability to land and look at him whip his hip into that kick.
And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Connects with a right, continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, that kick is good by Lí. And he landed the right hand there. Lí's kick is blocked.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Oh, that's a good right hand.
Good stick.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Keep your hands up, use your footwork now.
Oh, that straight punch knocked his head in the wrong direction.
Really putting his opponent on notice.
Keep the pressure on him, get a foot break here.
Volkanovski gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
I need you to be first.
Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips, and boom, inside leg kick lands.
Lí gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Punch is blocked. Back and forth we go. Oh, and he lands yet another strike to the body. Pinpoint placement right underneath the elbow.
Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, so a nice connection there with the 1-2 for Alexander Volkanovski, the former rugby league standout. It's amazing to think not all that long ago this was a man who weighed 214.
I mean, that is massive. 214 pounds fighting at featherweight now. Could you imagine the discipline that he had to show in order to get to this weight class and do it very comfortably? He's not dying when he's walking to the scale. He's a pro's pro, and it's showing in his performances. Good punch.
Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
All right, it's time to start using that low kick.
Try to establish that jab. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter take the judges out of it.
Head kick.
Nice punch there by Volkanovski. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Volka. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate. Nice head kick.
Oh, no way, spinning back fist.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Just missed with the leg kick.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Good body work with that hook by Volkanovski. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC. And no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding. And look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent. And as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
Lee's kick to the body is blocked.
Oh! Oh! Nice high kick.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Well-placed kick there by Lee. Slips. Volkanovski's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity. What a body kick.
Volkanovski gets caught with that punch. Able to check that kick as well.
Big kick lands.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw this strike until he makes him stop throwing.
Nice punch there by Volkanovski.
Yes, you heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Volkanovski. Pinpoint accuracy on that kick.
No wind-up, no tail, just a brutal kick.
Well, late in the fight, and clearly it's been a dominant performance for him, and he's had to lean on that cardio. It certainly has not abandoned him tonight.
Cardio in a video game comes down to who's button mashing and who's actually playing the game. The guy that's actually playing the game has better cardio. Look at that bar. Stop button pressing and learn how to play the game. It almost looked like he went limp there for a second.
Oh, and he connects there. His opponent tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Whiffs on the straight right hand.
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
The right hand just misses.
Great punch. Nice head kick.
Under 2 minutes to go.
1, 2, 3, high kick, go!
Lee's strike attempt there is blocked. Big power shot there.
Nice sneaky head kick.
Just missing on the uppercut there.
Let's get that left working.
Nice.
Oh, and he caught the kick. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Start all over again. Take your pace.
Volkanovski gets hit by that kick to the midsection. You gotta do better defensively. And that one certainly found the target.
1 minute left. Fight smart. Fight smart.
Final minute now of round 4.
Beautiful strike.
Relax. Set up your shots.
Look at how he turns his hip.
Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now we got to go find that follow-up kick. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
Final seconds of round 4. Ooh, looking to set up that head kick. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not great.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Pretty good right hand.
Big kick lands.
That kick blocked by Volkanovski. Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent and tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Just misses with the jab.
I gotta see some more strikes from you. Come on, let those hands go.
Oh, big head kick lands. Big punch lands through the middle. Beautiful leg kick thrown.
Lands the right hand. Oh, nice job with the knee strike there. That'll wake you up.
He thought it would be available. He just knew he had to find the right time to throw it. That was the right time.
Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. Able to check the high kick.
Let's go. I need you to be first now.
Nice straight punch.
Well, safe to say he's not going to be going back to the hotel room to watch this one. He is completely out of gas now.
I mean, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. It looks like he's starting to lose that desire to get his hand raised in this fight.
Take the controller out.
Yes. Get rid of him. Who's next? Or who put their quarter on the table? Whose quarter do you get to play next?
Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Oh, nice job to block the kick.
Let's go. I want you to
Oh!
that leg.
Well, no surprises. He connects once again, and that looked like it landed right on that cut.
Right on the cut, and he's targeting it, right? He's looking. You can see him almost putting a laser beat on that cut and just putting his hands on it. It doesn't take much. He just keeps making it split. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Nice punch by Lee. Well, he continues to do connection right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight.
Everything's landing perfect. Keep that pressure going.
Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand.
Good.
Right hook to the head, blocked.
Big kick lands.
Hands high.
Oh, Volkanovski's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is a technique you use to really slow down your opponent.
Grind it out.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. No more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock
Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him! What a fight!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick.
Huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick.
Huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick.
Huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but